Hey, American Lit, again. So I thought I'd give you a quick tutorial on how to complete this activity uh, with Mark Twain's piece for today. So instead of having you create a meme, I'm actually just going to have you choose one and analyze it. And I decided to make this shift because it is pretty difficult to make a well-constructed satirical meme. And I just figured this would be a lot easier. If you want to create an original meme, that's totally fine, but I want you to feel free to take one from the internet. So this is divided up into three parts, and I have some of this already done for you, and I'll go through that in turn. But the first part is to find a satirical meme and paste it in this space below. I'll show you how to do that. Then you're going to identify the situation that's critiqued. And then lastly, explain how that meme actually achieves the tone. And you should be highlighting instances of humor, exaggeration, absurdity, or irony in the meme that you choose. So to get my meme, and you might have a different way of getting to this, that's fine. But I think the simplest, most straightforward is to go to Google, type in, a situation that you think, merits criticism, and just put meme at the end of it. So I've actually been seeing a lot of memes about this where sort of the tone deaf or ignorant comments by some wealthy people about how they're managing quarantine. So, we're all in this together is a phrase that's commonly used, but not everybody really understands what that means. So you're going to type that into Google and then specifically make sure that you're going to images. Maybe you need to specify it a little bit. So I've seen the comparison made between boats. So rich people's boat versus not rich people's boat. And once you get that meme that you want, you're going to hit Control. Should get this drop down menu, and then you're just going to copy the image. You don't need to save it. You don't need to get the link. Then you're going to go back here and you're going to paste it, which for me is Control V. Might be something different for you. Make it big enough so I can at least make out the words and what the images are pretty clearly. It doesn't need to be huge. That's probably big enough. All right. So that's my meme. All right. So mega yacht versus patio chair on some boxes and slats and maybe a tiki torch. I don't really know what that is. And celebrities saying we're all in the same boat, and then that's the comparison. So what situation does it criticize? So it's criticizing the disparities between rich and poor that are exaggerated by the coronavirus pandemic. So there's already differences between rich and poor, but this is pretty obvious. It's being cast into stark relief here. So not only is it critiquing wealth disparities, but it's also criticizing how celebrities or super wealthy people are actually ignorant of the struggles of the common people in quarantine. So those are two things. So I actually sort of went above this. I would expect one sentence at least for this. But if you see more that's being critiqued, or criticized, please feel free to point that up too. Second part. So how does it achieve this tone? And a good way to start is this meme achieves a satirical tone by, and then, discussing one or more of these elements, right? So by exaggerating the difference between the rich and poor people's watercraft, I think I can keep this out of parentheses, right? Most rich people don't have boats, like the one picture on top, and most regular people have, I should say most regular people with boats have more than the one pictured on the bottom. Okay, so one is by exaggerating, so that difference is stark to us, right? It makes it more obvious. Okay. What else am I seeing here? The meme, I also see some humor here, right? I see that, I mean, just this image down here, the fact that this is considered a boat, but you know, the contrast between the fact that they think that celebrities think that these things are the same is, is funny, right? It's like, oh yeah, mega yacht is, the same thing as a floating patio chair, right? So there's a number of funny elements here. Oh, so first off, it's funny, just funny that this is a boat, and secondly, that celebrities that they share a similar Right. So yeah, the contrast here is humorous. How celebrities can actually think this, and um, you know, it's not at all true. Um, so I would actually say that I think, when you think about irony, right? Um, Irony is the broadest definition of irony is a situation that's contrary to what would be expected. And what would be expected by this is, oh, we're all in the same boat. We're all sharing the same situation. And having a result like this is pretty ironic. Humorous irony. I pointed up 3 different techniques here: exaggeration, humor, and irony. These can overlap, as this one shows, but this is a good example. I meet my 3-sentence minimum here for this explanation. I do refer to specific aspects of the image, and yeah, this would be a good example of one that shows that a student understands satire. So anyway, good luck. Please feel free to email me with questions on this, and I look forward to seeing your memes and the analysis of those.